Welcome to Soho. Hello everybody, welcome back and thank you for joining me today. Good morning, good afternoon or good evening from wherever you're watching this from in the world. Today's viewing, it won't take too long, but it's a really interesting space, especially if you're looking for a home or a bolt hole in a truly iconic London location. I'm currently sat in a first floor 504 square foot, that's a 46 square metre studio in one of Soho's coveted residential addresses, the Soho Loft development just off of Richmond Buildings in W1, right next to the Soho Hotel. The building was converted in the mid-90s by the Manhattan Loft Corporation and designed by architect Piers Goff. And the ground floor was the location for the original Marquee Club, which is a legendary music venue which first opened its doors in the late 1950s. Now, before I start the viewing, I have to talk about the location. If you want to be central, this is as good as it gets. There's just something so special about being in Soho. There's an energy about this place that's almost tangible. It's an adult's playground. Soho for me has never lost its edginess, which is why I think this place has so much character and makes it such a hugely popular destination for people from all walks of life. There's something here for everybody. There's history, art, culture, theatre, a thriving restaurant scene, bars, clubs and classic garden squares, all minutes from the front door. And to top it all off, a very comprehensive list of transport connections to go through. We've got the Elizabeth line and the Central line just up the road on Tottenham Court Road, which is just round the corner. Leicester Square with the Northern and the Piccadilly lines. We've got Piccadilly with the Bakerloo line. And if you head to Charing Cross, which is around a 10-minute walk, you've got the choice of National Rail Services, the Northern line, and next door you've got Embankment Tube that hosts the Circle and District lines. And before we crack on with the viewing, allow me to indulge myself in my little passion for historic London pubs. As you wander from here, from this building through to Charing Cross, through Covent Garden, if you get a chance to stop and have a quick drink at the Lamb and Flag on Rose Street, you must. Don't let that modern facade fool you. It's a 400-year-old pub that was refaced in the 1950s, and it's got one of the best preserved interiors you'll find of any pub in London. It's a real treat. It's like stepping back in time. Heading up to the apartment's very easy. Just through the communal door on Richmond Buildings, past the ported entrance, you've got a choice of either a lift or stairs up to the first floor where you'll find the apartment. Right, so this is the view from the front door of the apartment. That stairwell there leads down to Wardour Street. We can see from the window very shortly, but let me close that quietly and step back into, so I'll show you, this is the lobby. Now, as I mentioned in the intro, this is a studio apartment and practicality was high on the list when it came to adding features in to make it a very usable space. So we've got a wardrobe here, and this cupboard is housing the washing machine and a bit more storage, and then two little steps up and we're into the main room, the whole of the studio apartment. So living room down there. Now this is important. I think the owner has been here for 30 years, been here since it was first converted, and that's a big deal because to be in a space like this for that length of time, I think is a real testament to the area and the affection and the hold that living in this area can have on you. This, I think, is another important thing to add. This little recessed bed area, given the fact this is a studio flat, is a nice feature, because I've been in other studio flats in the past where there's just one big box room and you've got effectively your bed in your kitchen, which is not really what you want. Shower room. Nice sized room actually, and unusually for lots of these apartments these days, it's got a window, which again I think is a nice touch. It's a very bright room. You can tell this was a converted warehouse building. There's a few remnants of its warehouse past still dotted around. They've got the steel, three steel beams that run across the ceiling line, and pretty much all of the walls are the original brickwork that's been painted. And here we are, here's the main room. It's a very comfortable room. It's got a real presence. It's hard to put my finger on it. I don't know, maybe it's the owner's choice of furniture, very big on repurposing and using old reclaimed furniture. That table, if you do know this area and you are aware of the media driven businesses that dominate this part of town, you might have a little rough idea of what this owner does for a living. And this table has been used for many meetings, and this had a huge number of A-list celebrities sat around it. I'm not going to name names, but interesting story if tables could talk. Kitchen area over there, wall mounted gas boiler. And I don't think it would be out of line for me to say that, I had this conversation with the owner, but there is room for improvement. I mean, it could be a little project for somebody. It's a great space. I think if it was me, I would most likely maybe make some arrangements there, maybe take that's just stud wall, so you can take that down and put maybe some internal crittle windows, interior walls up, glazed walls. That white door over there is a storage cupboard. And then, tell me you live in London without telling me you live in London. That's Wardour Street from here. And then another view of Wardour Street. So there we go. There's your studio space in all its glory. Now, the asking price on this loft, it's £725,000, and I fully accept that it's not going to suit everybody. I don't know, too busy, too built up, too noisy, all valid reasons, of course, but that's what, well, I think for many is the attraction of living on this side of town. It's like living on a film set, and there's a real energy, a positive energy in this apartment as well. It's comfortable, it's relaxed. I love the simplicity. It's an honest space, and I think if you're looking for an entry-level central London pad, this is it. And also, it's the reason I'm so enthusiastic as well is this apartment's given me a renewed affection for what I do for a living and how grateful I am to work, in my opinion, in what is the greatest city in the world. So if you could see yourself living here and you'd like to view, please get in touch in the normal way, 0203 987 1739 on the phone, uniquepropertycompany.co.uk via the website, or email me directly on at simon@uniqueproperty.tv, and I will of course leave a link to the property in the description box below. So that's it. Thanks again for joining me in Soho. It's Friday afternoon and it's coming up to 4 o'clock. I'm probably going to have an early beer, so I'll leave that one with you. Thank you again for watching, and I look forward to seeing you on the next tour. Take care.